Hello there, welcome to Live with the Angry Cook. Thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate it. To get my phone out so I can take questions because I'm on another piece of software where I can't take questions. So bear with me one momento. Oh, goodness. Anyhow. We are not on that one. What a POS. Anyhow, we're going to talk about today is whatever you want to talk about. I'm going to go over some things that I think are important. I'm sure you'll have things that you think are important that you want to ask. Ask a question anytime that you want to ask. And I'll see if I can answer it. I've got a couple of things that are new and exciting that I want to bring to you. Why in the hell can't I get there? Try to get the comments so I can see your comments. I'm failing miserably. My channel. I tested this for like 4 hours the other day, and it worked flawless. Oh, there we go. And I want to bring to you, and we're going to mute me. Why is it? There we go. Okay, so now I can see what you're seeing, and I can see the questions over here. So if you have one, throw it up. Ask me whatever you want to ask. I was thinking about, first of all, some equipment. What I use to make the Angry Cook. And as you can see, it's, as you're going to see, it's pretty antiquated, but it's what I got and what I can afford. So behind me, right here, is the camera I use for the shots when I'm prepping right here. This is the dining room table, by the way. And that's where I prep. The stove, as you can see, is behind me. This is what I make those videos with. And I've been using the tripod shortened up on the counter behind me to aim down onto here. There is also, the tripod. This tripod is 35 years old, 34 years old. Bought it in Pathmark in Parsippany Troy Hills, New Jersey. Because I saw it on sale and we got it. So it's been with me forever. The other cam I have is my ever unfaithful stove cam. It's a GoPro Hero 3. They're up to Hero 10 now. I got this for nothing. I won a question and answer contest on a site, and it served. I mean, it's on and off a little bit, but it's okay. I picked up this neat little mic. Whoa. I picked up this little mic I think on Amazon for pretty cheap. And it plugs into the side of my GoPro here. And that's why audio sounds better on this than it does on that. I got this little magnet thing that I've epoxied a GoPro stand on that sits on the stove. Used to sit on the old, what the hell did it sit on before? Oh, the vent before I put this microwave in. The microwave's aluminum, so this doesn't work anymore. I put it on the back of the stove, the curly part when I use it. So that's how the Angry Cook is made, and then it's edited with a piece of software called DaVinci Resolve. A lot of a learning curve. I don't know. Probably about 3/4 of it. I know enough to make a video and to edit a video and edit out the parts. If you saw the whole thing, it would be 45 minutes long. I know some of them seem like that anyway, but they're not. Jade's standing by the door, of course, because I'm doing something. It always happens that way. The picture you saw at the beginning of this whole mess, that's Jade. She was about 3 or 4 years old. That was on the old deck at Dogfish Head in Rehoboth Beach. We used to go there quite a bit. There's some more stuff coming. For the big news is we now have a merch store. The merch store, let me get back to my editing software. The merch store is linked from my home page. You can't see that. I don't know why I'm pointing to you. Right next to where the bunch of yellow arrows are. That's a link to it. We have some really exciting things, I think. If you see something or you don't see something that you want, let me know. Or colors that you want, let me know. I can change colors. I can add colors, not change. I can add colors to a lot of things. This is the merch store, the beginning of it anyway. And I've tried to do it kind of tastefully. We have both men's and women's things. Women cut t-shirt, men cut t-shirt, infant and toddler shirts, like that. That's my grandson. He's going to be a proud wearer of a Angry Cook t-shirt, or probably is, I hope. This is the Angry Cook cup, which is pretty cool. So if you go to, I swore I had that link here. Crappy-oly. I had the link. It's the Angry Cook store. Let me just call it up real quick, and I'll put it up. I'll put it up down below here for a while, if you're at all interested. I hope you are, because the money that comes from that's pretty much going to buy equipment, because I don't expect to have a ton of money. It's just the nature of this channel is not one like a lot of channels are, where they're out to make a lot of money, because I'm not. This is for fun for me. Let me see. Text. Bear with me 1 second while I put this up. Select font. Oh, that's just way too big. Excuse me. We'll leave that at the bottom for a little while. So if you're at all interested, that's where it is. A part of the, when I've gotten the equipment I want, the rest of it's going to go, will probably go to the osteogenesis imperfecta, that's it. Foundation, which my grandson has OI, and to help with research. So it's not going to my pocket anyway. Not most of it. So I thought we'd talk about, let me go back over to Q&A, see if anybody posted anything. Some of the things we need in the kitchen. One of the things I've gotten more involved in the past year is cast iron. Because I think cast iron has all, it's very easy to take care of once you've seasoned it. And let me go back over here again. It's very easy to take care of once you season it. You basically wipe it out with warm water and a paper towel, put a little more oil on it, and squish it around, and you're done. It really, once you're seasoned nicely, hardly anything sticks, and when it does, it comes out pretty easily. These things keep and hold heat, and make it easier for you to cook, make it more consistent for you to cook. In the video I made the other day, you saw this beastie. This I picked up at a thrift store for 35 bucks. It's a Dutch oven. You see the top has these gimmicks on it. That's to so the water doesn't accumulate in the top. It comes to these and it drips back down into your dish. We're gonna go left, right, left, right. It's a great deal. Even new, they're a great deal. Lodge makes a lot of great stuff, and they're not horribly expensive. Other things you need in your kitchen. Olive oil. I have two different containers. You see, one's bigger than the other. This is extra virgin. This is regular olive oil. This has a very low smoking point. Don't use it to cook. Use it to flavor. Olive oil, on the other hand, has a I think the smoke point's like 350 degrees, so you can cook some things with this. I recommend, for regular cooking, I recommend use a vegetable oil, avocado oil. Avocado oil is getting big, but it's expensive. But they're neutral oils. You don't taste anything, and they work well. Other things I find myself using all the time. A kitchen scale with both grams and ounces and pounds. These things are invaluable. They're not expensive, what, 15, 20 bucks probably. You can get them on sale cheaper. You want one where the display is not going to be hidden by the container on top. So preferably, and this one I happened to get on sale years ago, your scale will be like this, and your readout will be over here on a slant so you can look underneath and see it. Very invaluable for some cooking. I'm attempting to make, this is my third effort, a sourdough starter, which requires measurements in grams. And I have to use this every day right now. The next thing, kitchen shears. I use this a lot when I'm making, when I'm breaking down a chicken, spatchcocking a chicken where you got to go through the backbone or go along the backbone to remove it so you can lay it flat. These things are very, very powerful. You should have one of these in your kitchen drawer. A garlic mincer. I use this all the time. Rather than sit there and chop up and mince and really fine garlic, I just use this, put the garlic in, push down, squeeze. You've seen me use this a lot. It works. It's easy. I love it. Next thing I use a lot. Microplane. It's got a guard on it. The story behind this is cool. I may have told it already. I tell things over and over again. Microplanes were invented as a woodworking tool. A very fine plane for a woodworker to use. They didn't sell for shit. So some intelligent guy went and sold it to the culinary branch. And it sold like mint. Great for fine grating cheeses, vegetables, whatever. I love this. I use it a lot. I don't use this one quite as often, but it's just as handy. Same thing, microplaner, bigger. It's got an adjustable handle, so you can sit it up. And it's got an attachment. So you can put pieces of cheese in here and put this back on top. It works. Another great little investment, a larger microplaner. Both of these are from Pampered Chef because my daughter happens to sell them. They're awesome. You don't have to get them at Pampered Chef. Get them anywhere. If you want to know where I got mine, send me a message and I'll give you her contact information. Bench scraper. when you're cutting, rather than use your sharp knife, which could dull the blade, and no, I don't do this all the time myself, and I'm as guilty as everybody else, you just scrape it along, plop it in the pot. This happens to be a Graham Kerr one I picked up, 40 years ago, I'll bet you. But these are for sale in all the kitchen stores. The next things, and probably the last things I brought over anyway, a temperature reader. So you can look down, aim it into your pan, left and right. Aim it at your pan so you can see when your oil's hot enough. Usual frying is 350, 360. Easy way to find out about it. And they're not expensive either, 15 bucks, 20 bucks. Instant read thermometer. Right there. Plop. Jesus. Plop. It works. In addition, this also has a remote probe, so I can use it in the oven. Not this in particular, you know what I'm saying. The only thing I wish this had was an alarm, and it doesn't. So when this goes kaput, I'll get one with an alarm on it. If you can't afford any of that, they're not expensive either, by the way. They can be very expensive, but you don't need to buy an expensive one. If you can't afford that, just a quickie dial read. It's not instant read. Accomplishes the same thing, just takes longer to read. So there it is. I was going to kind of talk about some of the other alleged cooks that are on YouTube. Pardon the iced tea break. There's a couple of good ones, a couple of chefs that I follow that are good leads, good information. Chef Jean-Pierre, the guy's really funny as hell. He's been a chef for 50-some years. He's half Italian and half French. Owned a big restaurant down in Fort Lauderdale. Semi-retired now, running a cooking school in Florida. But his recipes are up here. If you want something a little more highbrow, a little more difficult, not really, difficult's not really the word. A few more ingredients, a little more mise en place to get ready to do it. But when it comes down to it, you can't beat him. There is probably the most famous chef on YouTube, has the biggest draw, John from Food Wishes. His range is everywhere. My daughter absolutely despises him because she hates the way he talks, but a great fountain of knowledge. Look for him. Gordon Ramsay, of course. He makes things look so easy. He does a lot of 10-minute recipes. And again, mise en place is the key. You got to have everything ready before you start. Let's see. Those are the guys I follow that I respect a lot. There are some people I follow that I have issues with. Sam, the cooking guy out of San Diego. Sam's not a chef. He owns 3 restaurants. What's that got to say for it? But he's not a chef by any means. He swears more than I do, if that's possible. And I didn't think so. His recipes are drawn out. And a lot of them are modified very heavily. So when he's making something like the carnitas I made the other day, he'll make it his. And that's okay. But they're not Mexican carnitas like the ones I made. And there's nothing wrong with that. I keep telling you, make it the way you want. Make it with what you have. But you shouldn't be presenting, to me, you shouldn't be presenting original food as original food if it's not the way it's made for real. He also deals with very expensive equipment too. $2,500 flat top, big built-in outside kitchen, things that you and I can't afford and never will afford. And again, that's his style, and he can afford it, so well, good for him. But interesting information from him. Another guy is Adam Ragusa. I don't know what he is, whether he's a chef or not. He acts like one. He also has a tendency to talk down to you. He's a relative kid, I think. He's in his 20s, I think, early 30s. He's got some good ideas, but I don't like the way he presents. Kenji, what the hell's his name? Kenji Alt Lopez, another chef, bigger time chef. Talks all the frickin' time, all the time about craziness. I mean, he's like explaining rocket science to you while he's cooking. It's like a lot of good ideas, but sometimes you got to tune them down a little bit. Joel Weissman, another chef, another kid chef, with some good ideas, but he likes to do silly things on YouTube, you know, and just, dude, present the recipe and get on with it. I don't want to hear your nonsense. And there's some people that present themselves as cooks and chefs, and they just do horrendous things. I'm big in chicken and sanitation, because chicken is probably the number one way you're going to get sick, if you're going to get sick. Cross-contamination is huge. It's not just a restaurant thing, it's a thing you need to think about. Wash the hands after you touch chicken, after you mess with chicken. Wash your utensils. Don't use the same placemat or don't use the same cutting board until it's clean and sanitized. Don't use the same, when you're frying chicken, don't put the done chicken on the same rack you rested the coated chicken on. Just simple things to keep you safe and keep you and your family and your friends from getting sick. Some just drive me crazy. And you hear me, I'll be in here watching a recipe, and some moron will do something stupid, and Ann can hear me in the back yelling at him because anyway, an idea, and we're about at the end of this whole gimmick. Where are we? How long are we on? Holy shit, much longer than I thought we were going to be on. I have an idea to do, and I can't even say it's going to be often, maybe once a month, once every other month, doing a live presentation of a recipe. A week or so beforehand, present the ingredients on like Facebook or Instagram, Facebook and Instagram, and have you go along and cook what I'm making, so we can do it together. It's not going to cost you anything, just whatever it takes to buy the ingredients. It's not going to be complex stuff that you got to run all over town to find an itsy bitsy little thing that maybe you have to order on Amazon for $20 and wait for 3 weeks to get it. But if you're interested in that at all, and I'm not going to say I'm going to do it, I'm just thinking about it. If you're interested in that, pop me a line in the comments, and if I got 3 or 4 or 5 people that want to do it, we'll consider it. So that's my 100th anniversary show. I know some people aren't, I know a lot of people aren't watching it, which is okay. I didn't expect anybody to watch it at all. It'll be out there to view. And I thank you all for stopping by and for watching it later on and leaving me some comments. Oh, one more thing. If you like me on Facebook, it doesn't count. It counts to me because I appreciate it. But you have to like me on YouTube for it to count. I'm aiming for 100 subscribers so I can rename the channel to youtube.com/theangrycook. Right now it's youtube.com/bleh, and I'd like to change that. If you like it, if you like the videos, then they go up in the algorithm at YouTube, and maybe they'll get shown on people's feeds, and I'll get more people to watch them. I really, again, I'm not in this for the money. Believe me, I'm not in this for the money. Because I don't believe it's going to make anything. I'm not, I don't have a name. I'm not a professional cook. I'm just a guy that likes to do what I do. So if you could do those two things for me, that would be awesome. And if you're subscribed already, tell your friends and your friends' friends. And if you don't like somebody, tell your enemy, and I can piss them off. So anyway, thanks for stopping by the 100th anniversary. We're almost at 30 minutes, which is about 3 times longer than I thought it was going to be. And I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you watching. And we'll see you for Apple Crisp on Wednesday. Ciao.